Good evening. Today is October 20th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is wolf, dogs, and Chinese gate crashing of Taiwan National Day event. First, I want to talk about the incident of Chinese diplomats assaulting Taiwan's diplomats in Fiji. It caused an uproar in Taiwan and the international community. For the latest information, China withdrew the lawsuit at 3 p.m. and Taiwan Foreign Ministry announced that Taiwan will not fight for lawsuit around 5 p.m. I think both sides want to reduce the tension now. However, the conflicts remain. Here are some points. A, China's foreign ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijian said something unbelievable. He said that there are no so-called Taiwanese diplomats in Fiji, and he also said that the Taiwanese side beat China's side first. This statement is outrageous and not true. First of all, although Taiwan does not have formal diplomatic relations with Fiji, it still has representative office in Fiji for years. And these are representatives of MOVA, of course. They are diplomats. Even if they are just ordinary people from Taiwan or Fiji, they shouldn't be beaten up by the Chinese diplomats. B, behind the scenes, there's a saying that the whole thing became so intense is because there were two Fiji ministers at a celebration ceremony, and they are the Fiji Minister of Fishery and the Minister of Employment, Youth and Sports. You can see over here, and this is the Fiji Minister of Fisheries, Semi Colavarso, and he visited China on April 23, 2019 to meet with Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs Han Changfu. In the same year, on September 26, Fiji and Taiwan signed a memorandum of understanding on fishery cooperation. So you can see the competition between the cross-strait and Fiji. And the other, we can see over here, is the Minister of Employment, Youth and Sport, Praveen Kumar Bala. And the Chinese diplomats were so eager to take photos of them, so they kind of gate crashed from the first door to the second door, and the conflicts occurred. C, why did Chinese diplomats have to take pictures of the Taiwanese event? I think it shows that China lacks confidence because, among the Pacific countries, except Fiji has diplomatic relationship with China, the four countries, including Marshall Island, Nauru, Palau, and Tuvalu, they all have formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan. So China monitors the interaction between Fiji and Taiwan for a long time. D, I think what Taiwanese netizens said is very appropriate. They said that wolf warriors diplomacy has now become a mad dog diplomacy. I want to ask which country's diplomats would beat people up in the public. MOFA spokesperson Joanne Oh said that China's action is just like beating people first and crying for help. 打人喊救人. What I want to emphasize is that a Taiwanese diplomat or a Taiwanese national was beaten up by Chinese diplomats in Fiji. It is not only an event between the two sides of the strait, but also a major event in the international community. Violent behavior is not permitted by law in Taiwan. Here are the top stories. Today, we have 3 confirmed cases. They are all imported cases, and they all came from Philippines. First, I want to talk about the Fiji incident. Taiwan Premier condemns China for war warriors in Fiji. Premier Su Zhenchang said today that it is unacceptable for Chinese diplomats aboard to behave as gangsters. We strongly condemn China, and we care about Taiwan's overseas diplomats and appreciate their hard work. But China challenged the red line, saying that there are no Taiwanese diplomats in Fiji. And Chinese Foreign Minister spokesperson Zhao Lijian said yesterday, he said that Fiji has been committed to the correct position of the One China principle, and in 2019 asked Taiwan Trade Office in Fiji to not use the self-styled name in Fiji. Taiwan Mainland Affairs Council spokesperson Chiu Choi-jen strongly rebutted Zhao Lijian. He said, the Republic of China is a sovereign country, and our solving, and we're talking about our foreign embassies, whole National Day activity in their location is justified and did not violate the laws of the host country. However, Chinese embassy in Fiji claimed that the report is untrue. It said that the staff of the Taipei Trade Office in Fiji act provocatively against the Chinese embassy staff who were carrying out their official duties, which causing injuries and damage to one Chinese diplomat. However, that is not true, and MOFA spokesperson Oh Jung-an fought back in a press conference and said that the Chinese diplomats gatecrash, gather the evidence. They also lie and reverse the truth. They told the Fiji police the false accusation that the whole incident was caused by Taiwan's side. That is not true. And we said that Taiwan Foreign Minister Joseph Wu blamed China on the traitor. He said, "We strongly condemn the violence against our diplomats in Fiji by China's uncivilized wolf warriors. As a sovereign state, we will continue to celebrate Taiwan's National Day everywhere, every year. Taiwan is a force for good in the world, and we won't be intimidated." And also, I want to mention that President Tsai also strongly denounced China today. And she said that we fully support our necessary actions that MOFA takes, and the representative office immediately report the situation to the presidential office. The embassy also report the evidence to the Fiji Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the police department as soon as possible. And she said, "I reiterate that the international community should not appease such violent action." Well, I think this statement is very, very strong. Additionally, former U.S. defense officials said that China's pressure to Taiwan is a dead end. U.S. former Assistant Secretary of Defense for Indo-Pacific Security Affairs Randall Shriver Shurifu said at the U.S. think tank Atlantic Council meeting that Taiwan is a key to freedom of Indo-Pacific. If Taiwan were lost to China, it would damage Japan's ability to protect its islands in the East China Sea and jeopardize peace in the South China Sea. And in the end, I want to share with you that Germany Parliament invited Taiwan officials to join the public hearing for the first time ever. German Parliament discussed about China's suppression of Taiwan, and Taiwan officials that participate in the video conference included MOFA Deputy Minister Harry Zheng Horen, spokesperson of Taiwan Mainland Affairs Council Chiu Chui-jin, and Taiwan's Digital Minister Audrey Tang. So that would be the view for today. I know in our education, not just in Taiwan, but also around the world, our parents and teachers told us we can talk to reasons, but we can never beat people up. I really don't know what happened to China's diplomats in Fiji. Will something new will happen tomorrow? We will see. That will be the view for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.